Okay, so I'm reading poetry. I have two different poems, and one was from when I was in sixth grade, and another one was when I did this year, so you can compare the differences. So the first one is called The Boy in the Crib, and it goes like this. Mikey Miller, who is only 5, is afraid of the dark, you see. So Mikey Miller sleeps in his crib and holds his blankie. He says it's to keep him in and the monsters out. He's a prisoner in his own bed, you see. Mikey Miller sleeps in his crib every night. After he has a glass of milk, he says there's a scary monster under his crib that calls out to him and snores so loud. Soon Mikey Miller began to grow and grow and grow until he was the age of 12. Mikey Miller still admits that he sleeps inside a crib, for it keeps the monsters out. His legs hang over the edge and his head jammed out the bars. Mikey Miller still sleeps in his crib, but does not mind if the people tease. He could still hear the monsters under his bed. Mikey Miller began to grow some more and more, until he was the age of 17. He still admits to sucking his thumb and sleeping in his baby crib, which deeply displeased his parents, but Mikey Miller doesn't care. The boy was famous for sleeping in his crib, but it's kind of a fame you don't want. Mikey Miller still hears the voices under his bed, the number one reason he has a crib. He slept in his crib until he was the age of 34, but he did not care anymore. For Mikey Miller loved his crib and wouldn't give it for anything. One night came a voice from under his bed, "You're my best friend, Mikey Miller, as long as you have this crib," it said. But if you leave, then I'll have to eat you. It's now the number one reason Mikey Miller slept in his crib for the rest of his life.